By the way, I was thinking about this thing yesterday as I was driving home, and I really my approach that you guys put at 1%, where the Redskins tell them, all right, here's what we're thinking about doing. We're thinking about franchising you, but only with the understanding that you're going to negotiate in good faith with us, and realistically, you're very, very open to signing a long-term deal here, and these are some of the rough parameters, but just to get things going, we're going to franchise you for now. I really think that's doable. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, why don't they just do what the Panthers did? Just franchise them, negotiate, and if it doesn't work,
just cut them.
Just let them go.
What's that date?
They did it in April.
They did it in April.
Yep.
So they franchised him in March and tried to negotiate for a month, and then just cut him loose.
That
was with Josh Norman.
So it was before the draft.
April 20th, April 19th.
So it was before the draft.
So I was driving home. I was like, I think that's what I would do if I was Bruce. I think I would franchise him, and I would, in good faith, negotiate with him for a month. And if we're just nowhere near, I just let the sucker go, and I get the third-round pick compensation or whatever, and we just go from there.
Yeah,
I actually think that's what they should do at this point. It's such a they're in such a pickle. Just the Panthers did.
Mm.
And I haven't heard anybody say that. I don't know why not. Maybe I'm a genius.
Let's get somebody on. Let's get a draft expert or get an executive on.
I think that's what I would do. I'd franchise him, and I'd negotiate in good faith. And if it's just nowhere near, then Kirk can have his wish and be a free agent, whatever.
Who's the guy for CBS, Strabby, that does the former agent that contributes?
Joel Corey.
Yeah, Joel Corey.
You could get Joel Corey
Get him on. See what he thinks about that idea.
It's rare that it's happened. Apparently, Joel Corey had tweeted earlier, a year or two ago when that happened with the Panthers, that the last time it happened was Leroy Hill with the Seahawks in 2009, and then Corey Simon with the Eagles in 2005. But it has happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Redskins are in uncharted territory with what they're doing with this Redskins.
Hasn't happened with a quarterback.
No.
It does seem like more and more there are whispers that they're just going to let Kirk go.
Yeah, I would do.
I can't remember the source.
Where are the whispers? Yeah,
just blogs.
All right,
different things like that.
People who don't know.
Correct. Yeah. Nobody knows, but it's
people
just more
guessing.
Speculation, right? I don't remember the source, but somebody had him almost as a lock going to Denver.
I don't think that's because it's the obvious place for him. I mean, I don't think that they would franchise him for 1 year and let him play under $34.5 million and just let him walk. But I don't know. They might.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, but who knows?
I can't predict what that front office is ever going to do.
You can't.
Now, they did re-sign Mason Foster, correct?
Yeah, 2 years, $7 million, up to $7 million. Solid signing if he can stay healthy.
And they're trying to re-sign Zach Brown.
Yes.
Those are moves they have to make.
I think the Foster move mitigates the Brown, the potential for bringing him in. Yeah, I figured they would only bring in one of those three guys.
The Raekwon projected.
Oh, top 10 maybe.
He wouldn't slip to 13.
Guys slip.
Oh, maybe.
Everyone's slipped projected to top 10. I got 50 guys slipped, right? Somebody will slip. Here's the thing: is people are pointing out if he signs it, he's locked in. So what I would do is franchise him and just don't give him anything to sign.
By the way, I didn't click on this at all, but I did see you had some sort of a back and forth with Chris Russell about Bruce Allen's intelligence.
I wasn't really going back and forth.
What was his assessment of Bruce
I read his article, his DC Hot Read.
I didn't see it.
And he's been saying this, that he thinks that Bruce Allen is smart, but he just lacks common sense. And he was basing a lot of it on because Adam Schefter said he's one of the smartest guys in the NFL. I just completely dismiss that. I
do too.
Schefter's probably just getting leaked info from Bruce. And so, Schefter's going to say that. To me, Bruce Allen is just a transparent phony. And, the quote I heard about him, and I've said it before, is that he was born on third base and he's still stranded there.
I'm shocked.
And I think that's a description of Bruce Allen.
The Rooster had anything nice to say about Bruce Allen in print.
Well, I think people think to themselves, well, he has to have some. He's lasted in the league for a long time. 1 year he's executive of the year. He's got this awful record, but he must be smart at something. I'm telling you, I don't see any sign of it. I see average intelligence at best. I would argue he's stupid. For sure he's got no common sense, no sense of PR. I don't think his football acumen is anything to be overwhelmed with. I don't think it's exceptional on any level. I don't see what his redeeming values are. I think he's pretty much a terrible human being. So, I don't know. I wasn't arguing with Chris. I actually just wanted to give him a little shine that I read his piece.
Right.
And he said something to the effect of no one would argue that Bruce Allen is smart. And I said, well, I actually would argue that. I think he's stupid. And I believe that with all my heart. Like 100%. He's just you can't be such a transparent phony and be smart. Because if you were smart, you'd be better at it.